What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to DiamondTrail Ranch. Today we're taking a close look at one of my absolute favorite fruit trees for all homesteads and backyard growers, the Everbearing Mulberry. It is October here in Florida, and I want to show you how mine are doing as we head into the cooler season. I'll also share some care tips, growth habits, and why these trees are such a powerhouse for small farms and gardens. You can see I have three right here. You can see the light green. The light green is that's new growth. Just going to show you there that everything is looking mighty healthy and doing very well at the beginning, so that way you know these facts and tips are they're not playing around. I'm here to help you guys. It's awesome. This is I believe homesteading is a community effort, you know, networking, neighbors. It's God's grace. It's amazing. I see a ladybug on that middle one. Anyway, you'll notice some yellow leaves occasionally. I won't lie about that. You know, they start to drop down a little as the seasons change. I will say the key here, though, is that mulberries do adapt to their environment. In tropical zones, it's nearly evergreen, which is absolutely fantastic. In cooler zones, it'll go fully dormant. One of the biggest reason homesteaders love this plant is their fruiting cycle. Unlike other mulberries, this is the everbearing one here. Unlike other mulberries that only fruit once or twice a year, the everbearing variety can produce multiple flushes of berries throughout the warm season. You'll be able to pick fruit from yours, you know, in spring, summer, and even in the fall. And the fruit itself is fantastic. I don't know if you guys have ever eaten vitamin C. I don't know if you've ever eaten mulberries before, but what comes to mind is things like vitamin C, iron, your nutrients that, you know, really, really matter. You're getting them in these guys. If you have, and your antioxidants in general. If you have chickens, goats, and even horses, they will eat the leaves and the fruit, so it doubles as a free livestock supplement. Absolutely fantastic. I love our mulberries here personally. They're doing great. Your planting and your soil needs for your mulberries, well, first of all, they're incredibly tough trees, okay? But if you want maximum production, give them the right foundation. They thrive in well-draining soil. You can see I've got a setup here with they're a native soil mixed in with about half and half compost in there, and then I threw some mulch, and then I kind of let the dead grass go over there and kind of help create like a compost barrier for it. I use duck water sometimes too. It helps feed and create the new light green growth that you see. Here in Florida, like I said, the sandy native soil, if you have that, that's fantastic. It can enrich it with compost, organic matter like I did. If you're in clay heavy areas, make sure to raise the planting areas or use plenty of mulch. I don't know if you can see behind these, there's pomegranates I'm going to talk about in a video after this. You can also get mulch rings that'll keep away weeds and trees and grass and things like that. Mulberries, this specific variety, the Dwarf Everbearing I'm talking about here, requires at least 6 to 8 hours per day. That I'll say, you know, full sun is kind of funny in 10A, but it does fantastic in 10A, even if it's getting 13 hours of full sun. I mean, these guys are loving it. I've only had these for a few months, guys, and look how tall they are already. They're very drought tolerant. I would suggest regular watering though, because it'll help boost your fruit yields in general. In their first year, you want to keep the mulberries watered deeply, about once or twice a week, I'd say, depending on your rainfall. It's been kind of hit or miss here in Florida. A nice deep soak is better than frequent shallow watering. After that, they're low maintenance. For fertilizer, I like to use our composted manure from the horses and the goats and chickens, duck water. That stuff is absolutely great for, you know, nutrients, organic matter. You can also use a balanced fruit tree fertilizer in early spring and midsummer. If you don't, I will say you don't want to overdo your nitrogen. The thing with that is nitrogen's funny with berries and bushes and trees and things like that, because yes, you want your beautiful green new growth, but you also want to maximize your fruit production, right? You don't want it to get too many leaves. You want it to keep growing and get more robust, right? I will say pruning is also important if you want your mulberry to stay manageable. These trees can grow fast, and if they're left unchecked, they'll shoot up 20 to 30 feet tall. This is the dwarf variety I'm talking about, guys. For a backyard tree, you know, I would say you'd prune yours to keep them under 10 feet. It's easy. So harvesting, you're not, you know, using a ladder to get up to your stuff. Cut back long whips after fruiting. Remove your cross branches, and always shape it so light can reach the center. I like to keep them spaced out. I had them kind of in a way here that you can see the stems are, you see how they're apart. You want air to be able to flow. You always want air flowing through these plants. All of your plants, you got airflow. That's why I got those blackberries over there going straight up and spread out. Mulberries are very forgiving. Even if you cut them too hard, they will bounce back. Mulberries are pretty pest and disease resistant, I would say, but you might see birds competing for your fruit. And honestly, I would say that's probably the biggest issue with mulberries. Actually, I have some chickens over here hanging out over there in the front. You can't really see them though. Birds in general though, and squirrels, man, we have lots of squirrels here. But I mean, we don't mind sharing with the wildlife. I love seeing all the butterflies and squirrels and everything come in here. The nature in general. You know, a lot of people get property and they have wide open yards, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, why? What's the point of having it just wide open? And I get it, it's low maintenance if that's your thing, but I just don't, I don't know, that seems kind of counterintuitive to why you want to be out on your own doing country life farm things and not in an HOA. You know, start using your space. That's what I'm trying to do over time here, you know. That's why I got these new pomegranates, blackberries, and mulberries. But anyway, the cool thing, a fun fact I got for you guys on mulberries too, is did you know that they can live 50 years or more when they're established? And they'll keep producing season after season. So these guys here, the kids will probably own this home one day. I got a 2-year-old, by the way, and they go all the way up to 12. So the kids will probably be owning this house one day, and these mulberries will still be thriving. So anyway, I think that's great. You know, they're just great trees to plant along a fence line or animal pens, because dropped fruit and leaves become free food for livestock. It's fantastic. It's a little bit of an update, guys. I know it's been a little bit since we posted here. I'm going to be more active. I'm going to try to get at least 3 videos out a week, maybe Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I'm thinking. That's our Everbearing mulberries here. I just wanted to show you guys and update you as we move into October, and hopefully these tips help you grow your own successfully. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, please. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. Check out my other videos on backyard fruits and homesteading. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.